The October 22nd, 2018 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Mr. Moffett, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Alcoffer.
Here.
Chairwoman Boyce.
Here.
Mr. Delahanty.
Here.
Ms. Harris is excused. Mr. Mafucci.
Here.
Mr. Michike.
Here.
Mr. Shepard.
Here.
Mr. Terp.
Here.
Mr. Zale.
Here.
Next item on the agenda is the public forum. Is there anybody signed up?
There is not.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. The next item, so we have the September 2017 minutes before you. Will the stand approve unless the clerk calls the roll? The clerk is notified by the end of the day. New business, please.
First item, referral 18-0276.
Move it. Second.
Moved by Legislator Zale, seconded by Legislator Alcoffer. Questions on the floor, please. Legislator Shepard.
To the administration, through the chair. With the funds that are seized as a result of the task force, are they seized through federal government or through the state?
Through the chair, Jennifer Curley from the Sheriff's Office. These are not seized funds. It's a grant from Senator Funke.
No, I was referring to the amounts that were expressed in terms of, since it's been in place, the $308,000 in cash and.
This isn't this referral.
Is that a question, Legislator?
Yes, that is a question.
Okay, can you,
Rephrase the question?
please, thank you.
To the administration, through the chair.
Yes, thank you.
The $308,000 that has been seized since the task force has been formed, is it seized through the federal government or through New York State?
Through the chair, are you talking about the budget, in the budget that there's money appropriated or slated for seizures out of the asset forfeiture program?
Yes.
Through the chair, that is federal money.
Any further questions? Yes, Whoops. Yes, through the Legislator Mafucci.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Through you to the administration. So when money is seized, where does it go?
Through the chair, it goes into a seizure account that the Sheriff's Office manages. And are you asking about where it's spent?
Through the chair to the administration. Yeah, in other words, here's the point. Obviously, this is a pretty good program. And I know that when grants go away, so does the program. So when money is seized, is that money put someplace where it can be used to continue a beneficial program?
Through the chair, yes. But this grant is separate from our forfeit asset program. This will be a grant just for the heroin task force.
Through the chair to the administration, one more clarifying question, because I don't think I'm really asking it properly.
Well, sir, this is not germane to this referral at all.
Well, I understand that.
So I'm not going to, I mean, I've got the referral before us. It's a $30,000 grant. Has nothing to do with forfeiture money. And so if you want to ask a question outside of this referral, I'll allow it, but not during this line of questioning.
So when could I ask the question?
You can ask the administration, or you can ask the Sheriff's Department in the form of a letter.
Thank you. I will do that.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Any further questions with regards to this legislative referral? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item passes. Next item on the agenda.
Referral 18-0277. Acceptance.
Moved by Legislator Alcoffer, second by Legislator Terp. Questions on the floor? Seeing none, all All legislators in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item passes. Next item on the agenda.
Referral 18-0278, authorizing.
Moved by legislator Turp, seconded by legislator Delahanty. Questions on the floor? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item passes. Next item on the agenda.
Referral 18-0279, amend the.
Moved by legislator Delahanty, seconded by legislator Zale. Question on the floor. Legislator Delahanty.
Through the chair, it is mentioned that part of the project includes the expansion of both the jail visitation area at the downtown jail and the holding area behind city courtrooms number 1 and 5. How much will each of these areas be expanded by?
Through the chair, Captain Kennedy from the Sheriff's Office. Are you asking square footage wise, or?
Yes.
I'd have to get back to you on that through the chair.
Okay. And through the chair, what is the average number of unarraigned and county inmates that are in this holding area at one time?
Through the chair, the unarraigned inmates in the morning average about 50, and then in the late morning, around 11 o'clock, the adjourned docket comes down, and that's usually 20 to 30.
Okay. And through the chair, what security upgrades will take place?
Through the chair, there's going to be 3 new holding cells. Currently, the holding cells that are there just have bars, so we're going to put concrete block and windows to reduce the sound into the courtroom. If you've ever been in City Court 1 and 5, it gets a little loud in there. We will have a desk area where the deputies can see all of the holding cells right from the desk, which we currently can't do. And then there'll be 5 additional single cells that will be down there, which will allow us to secure individuals who may be on constant supervision or who are problematic that we can't put in the holding cell with the other ones. We currently put them in chairs in a hallway now.
Okay. And through the chair, how will the funding be divided between the 2 project portions, between the jail visitation and court security improvement?
Through the chair, I believe that the visitation is about $6.2 million, and the rest would go to the bullpen project, the holding area.
Okay. And through the chair, what is the expected timeline for this project?
Through the chair, 1 year.
Okay. And through the chair, what 2 projects were put off for this project?
Through the chair, no projects were put off to
Okay.
do this one.
And finally, through the chair, there were no other projects that had to be pushed away to get this project to move forward?
Through the chair, no, there was no other projects. We added both of these projects.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, legislator Zale.
Just one follow-up question based on projects being pushed back. Through the chair to the administration, I'm just curious why the project needed to be moved up. If we're saying we didn't have to move other projects back, why did we move this project before other capital projects?
Through the chair, we've been working on the visitation, the design, and working on a study to see exactly what we needed for visitation for some time. I think we started in 2014. The New York State Commission of Corrections is our oversight agency. They've known that we were looking to expand. They knew that our ability to provide the number of visits that are required under the minimum standard was lacking, and they were allowing us to keep moving forward. They have now cited us for not being in compliance with the minimum standards for the visitation area.
So through the chair, because they cited you, was the reason that this became a priority above other projects?
Through the chair, it's the reason it got pushed forward, yes.
So through the chair, do you have a list of capital projects that you'd like to get to in a given year? I almost feel like that's a rhetorical question, but through the chair.
Through the chair, I believe it was back in 2013, we did a study with Labella Construction, and the plan that came out of it, one of the issues was the visitation area. The other was the bullpen project, which is probably the oldest part of our building and in the most need of repairs. We lost the heating system in there 2 years ago, and we've been having trouble with it ever since.
So through the chair, this has been on your list since 2013.
Through the chair, that is correct.
So in that time of 5 years, there have been other additions to that list through the chair?
Through the chair, yes.
And through that time, this item has remained as one of those items on the list?
Through the chair, that is correct.
So that item through the chair has not moved up or down since 2013. It's stayed somewhere in the middle.
Through the chair, we've been working on that. We did the study first. The plan came out in 2017, and so then we pushed it forward more so now because of the State Commission of Corrections citing us.
And through the chair, these two items, you had the freedom to decide where this money was going. It wasn't mandated?
Through the chair, that's correct.
And so through the chair, this pushed this item ahead of other items?
Through the chair, we don't have any other items right now other than what we already have in the master plan and in our CIP.
So through the chair, there are no other capital projects that are on this list that started in 2013?
Through the chair, no.
Okay. And one last question, just clarifying, but this came about because of some sort of citation or bad inspection that took place?
Through the chair, please.
Through the chair, we've known that we were short on visitation space through the Commission of Corrections coming in. They do cycle audits for us every single year. So we have known that we were short, and we knew that this is something that we needed to expand. After the 2011 escape, we pushed all professional visitors up to the visitation area. In doing so, that took up even more space that we needed, and the Commission's been gracious with us without citing us until now.
Thank you.
Any further questions? I just have one further question, Captain Kennedy. With regards to the lockers that are there for the visitors, is that going to be part of the project as well?
Through the chair, yes, it is. We
Okay,
hope to
thank you.
replace those.
Thank you. Okay, no further questions. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Item passes. Next item on the agenda.
Referral 18-0280, acceptance.
Moved by Legislator Zale, seconded by Legislator Elcofer. Questions on the floor? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item passes. Next item on the agenda.
Referral 18-0281, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Moved by Legislator Elcofer, seconded by Legislator Turp. Items on the floor, or questions on the floor? Seeing none, signify by saying aye. Aye. Item passes. And next item on the agenda.
Referral 18-0282, acceptance.
Moved by Legislator Turp, seconded by Legislator Delahanty. I apologize, my eyes are a little bit off. I had my eyes dilated today, so my sight isn't that good. Seconded by Legislator Delahanty. Questions on the floor? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item passes. Is there any new business on to come before the committee? Seeing none, this committee will now be adjourned. Our next committee meeting will be November 26th at 5:30 p.m.